Now, it's time for Spotlight on Business, where every week we put the spotlight on a different local business so you can find out how they serve you and the community. Now from Michiana's Morning News, it's Laura Smith.
Welcome to Spotlight on Business. This is the time of the month that we get to talk all things style. In fact, we call it the Style File because the one and only Danny Reynolds is in the house. Danny, happy almost Christmas.
Hello, Merry Christmas to you and all of our favorite MNC listeners as well.
I
the
just
Holiday
realized,
Style File edition.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, I just realized that I said Happy Christmas, which is a throwback to my childhood when I grew up in Australia. And we say Happy Christmas, not Merry Christmas. But somehow, 50 years later, out it comes. Anyway, but
and
yes.
I'm not technically in the house. We're doing the Style File long distance edition today, right?
That's for the first time ever. You're actually doing it from the iconic Stephensons of Elkhart on Main Street in Elkhart, your beautiful store that's only been around in the same location for 94 years. That's all.
Yeah. And I'm looking around right now. I'm actually sitting in our bridal salon, which is always a beautiful place to be. But looking around, watching shoppers kind of come and go, people running in and grabbing some of those last minute gifts and things like that. So lots of fun, lots of Christmas spirit in the air.
Oh, it is. And I love being in your store at Christmas time. Because nobody wraps presents like Stephensons. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. No one wraps presents like Stephensons. So if you want to impress everybody on your Christmas with having the most beautifully wrapped gifts, yeah, you definitely have to go there. I mean, you guys are amazing.
It's funny. We have a few signature paper styles. And we definitely have a signature wrapping style with the way we do the ribbons and bows. And we've always done it that way. And we have many customers who they know when they see our gifts under the tree. And the gift givers tell us that they get extra excited when they see the specific Stephenson's gifts under there. So that makes us feel good as well.
I know. And people are so used to me, going to Stephenson's for all their gifts. Now, they don't even ask me anymore if I wrapped it because they know definitely it's not me. But it's really a wonderful, I was going to say gift, no pun intended, from days gone by when you used to get that kind of service, which Stephenson's it's your signature. You give the service, you treat people like family. You guide people into making really the best decisions that they can possibly make for their wardrobe or their wedding. And it's just a great time every time I go there. In fact, I probably hang around too long when I come because sometimes the shopping's over and I'm still there an hour later and you probably are like, okay, you need to go home now, lady.
No, never. We love when you visit. And I know your listeners do too. None of them love anything more than running into you when you're here and say, oh, we get to finally see Laura in person. But, I was having a conversation with somebody just yesterday, Laura, about how we are almost the antithesis of modern day shopping because our world of online shopping with all of its conveniences is really just sort of lost the personal touch. And that's exactly the opposite of how we do things. Many of the people on our customers list we have in our database. So we're able to look up and find not only their sizes, but their favorite brands, even their favorite colors, things they purchased last. So we don't duplicate, but also so that we may complement. So it's just a very hands-on approach. And if someone comes in who's never been in here before, then we love that too. Well, sometimes we had experience I was watching earlier today where somebody was in here and they were just showing their sales consultant pictures on their phone of the person that they were buying for. And, that's a way of taking technology and putting to work for us. We go, oh, okay, now we can see kind of what sort of color she likes, get a pretty good read on what her size is and her tastes and those kinds of things. So it's a much more personalized approach than what's kind of commonplace these days.
Oh, it totally is. And in fact, there's been more than one occasion when I have liked something so much that I take it to the counter and I literally have to ask if I've already bought it before. and you guys are able to go back into the system and go, you have that, but you have it in pink. You don't have it in yellow.
Right. Hey, at least you're consistent, right?
Yeah, exactly. But, that's just it. I just always find something there. And whether it's winter, spring, summer, fall, and then, of course, for any type of occasion, I mean, everything from jeans and shorts to formal wear and things that glitter and glitz, and then jewelry to go with it, pocketbooks to go with it, the accessories that, so you have everything. You are one-stop shopping. And there's something so different also about, I would say, the quality of what I find at Stevenson's. I'm just so amazed by the fact that not only is it kind of cutting edge, but you've got that traditional quality in there. So I always feel good about giving something from Stevenson's, because it doesn't look like you just ordered it online, from the latest Temu or whatever. It has a different panache to it. So I love
Yeah,
it.
that's something that's important to us because, quite clearly we're in it for the long haul. So we aren't in the business of selling people inferior goods or things that don't look good on them, because every person that we send out the door in a Stevenson's outfit is now a walking billboard for us. So we want you looking good, feeling good, and obviously we know that's going to bring you back. So and also we're a big part of this community. We're at some of the same functions you are, so nothing makes me more proud than to be in an event, say down at the Lerner or Crystal Ballroom, and see somebody walking in looking magnificent in one of our dresses or suits or something like that. That's kind of just a day maker to me. And you said we're one-stop shopping. We certainly aim to be so. We our customers are going a lot of different places, a lot of different directions at any one time. As I was walking down through here to sit down to this interview with you, I was watching where we had people Christmas shopping for gift items. We had somebody shopping for a Christmas party outfit for, I think, tonight or tomorrow night or something like that. And then somebody else was in our low down clearance level where we try to keep all seasons worth of fashions available. They were getting ready to go on a cruise right after Christmas, so they're looking for some warm weather items. So, we can't have everything, but we do try to kind of be where our customers are and where they're going.
And you have something in all genres, which I really love, because you can get really classic for those types of people who want the classic looks. Then you've got super trendy, like stuff that, like, wow, nobody else has this. This is like cutting edge from New York or something. And then you have fun and easy and casual. You just really have something for everybody. And that's in the men's department too. When I first moved here and found out that Stevenson had a men's department, and to the tune of 1931, which is the name of your wonderful men's department, I will never, ever go anywhere else when buying a gift for a wonderful friend or family member in my life, because you have such a range of looks and styles for the guys too. So I love that.
Yeah, well, it's, I guess the way to be a good buyer is to be the customer. And I am definitely the demographic for our men's department. As we've talked before, I got tired of doing all my personal shopping in New York. And I thought I can't be the only guy around here that wants nice things that are modern, but not crazy and at a reasonable price. And I can't over express how well received it's been. We've gained, quite a nice following in our men's department. When we first opened it, honestly, probably 85 or 90% of our customers in the men's department were women, because they were here anyway and they do the shopping for their husband or boyfriend or significant other. And now we've really built a nice clientele of men. Once they try something on that their wife buys from them, they're like, oh, hey, wow, I didn't know clothes could feel this good, look this nice, be this comfortable. And so they come in seeking out more of what it was they got. So that's been fun. And the growth we've seen in 5 short years of that department has been phenomenal. The joke around here is that I'm starting to infringe on the prom department as we just keep growing our men's department out. Now Lily and I are in a battle of real estate between men and prom. So we'll see what wins out. But knowing her, I feel like we'll find a way to compromise.
It looks perfect the way it is. Because I'm there so often, I know exactly what you're talking about. And what I love too about the men's department, just like the women's department, you've got everything between tuxedos to jeans and every single thing in between, and things that look super designer and other things that look like everyday golfer guy who just wants something traditional. You really have it all. And it's fun. I go down there and look, even if I don't have anyone to buy for, because I just like to see what's going on. Yeah, I mean, I love whenever you come to the studio, you are always dressed to the nines and with something so cool. And my partner on the morning show, John Zimney, he's always so jealous every time you come in. He wants whatever it is you're wearing, kind of thing. So you are a walking billboard for 1931, and I think I'm a walking billboard for the rest of the store, except for the bridal gowns. Now, hey, I haven't been married, but I have made a promise to myself and now to you, if and when that ever happens, in the next 3 decades, I'm coming to Stephensons for my wedding gown.
We would be absolutely honored to be any small part of your big day when that day does come, when that lucky guy finally does turn up and roll into town. But yeah, the men's thing, it's sort of, I guess it's a bit of a reflection of, kind of what we do in the rest of the store. As I said, our customers are busy people. They have multifaceted lives where they might be going from the golf course to the country club to, a formal function. And we want to kind of be there in a sartorial way for all of those different elements of their lives. Again, it's a bit of a reflection of my life. It's sort of how I live, and I can go from casual to dressy from day to night, and I like to have a wardrobe that sort of moves with me. So if it's a jacket that looks equally great with tux pants or a pair of jeans, me, I'm a jeans guy, then that's kind of what we're going to do. So I think it's just what I call modern lifestyle dressing. It used to be that guys wore a suit and tie all day, all night long, and it was what it was. And that's no longer the case. I was at in fact, I was at a dinner for a board that I'm on last night, and it's a bank, and so I'm in a room with a whole bunch of bankers, and we got to talking about how that world has changed. How bankers most definitely had a uniform, and as we looked around last night, I think with spouses there was about probably 30 people in the room. There was only one tie to be found. So
wow,
that's a lot of, as I was, a really nice jacket, a nice shirt, and a pair of dark wash jeans that don't look like jeans, but they sure do feel like them. And so that's kind of that modern elevated dressy look. And I think that's how at least guys around here kind of want to dress and want to look. And that sort of brings up another point, is that, if guys are looking to modernize or sort of make that change, that can be an intimidating process too. And to just go out to the mall or just jump on the vast interwebs is not an easy way to go about sort of finding your style. And so if you can come to a store like us and I or one of our sales consultants can kind of talk you through lifestyle and kinds of things you like and colors and all that, can make it a lot easier for you to modernize that wardrobe. And that's something that we love to do, really, especially since COVID, things have changed so much. Lifestyles have changed, work wardrobes have changed, sizes have changed. I think I've said on your radio station before, Laura, that a study showed that something like 75% of all Americans have changed size since COVID. Some lost weight, some found it. I unfortunately are on the finding end of things, but so, we need new wardrobes. We need to modernize for what the work world looks like today too, from, some of these hybrid roles of working from home and working from office part-time, that type of thing. So we're here to help in those capacities. And then obviously with the big special occasions in life, a tuxedo or a formal suit is not something most people wear on a regular basis, and that can be a little intimidating as well. So if we can help, just lend advice and that kind of thing, then that's what we love to do.
And you do it so well. I've seen you. I've watched you with local celebrities to even celebrities. I've seen you with neighbors and people who've never been in the store before. I see you gently guide them without being pushy, without being overpowering. You give people their space, but you also always have a great idea that you're like, hey, why don't you take a look at this? And I've never seen him say no. So Danny Reynolds, you are really, truly the heart of downtown Elkhart, and your whole family and the store as well. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear a little bit about holiday hours, things to look forward to when 2026 rolls around, maybe in terms of style, small business, and the rest of it. You're listening to Spotlight on Business with Danny Reynolds and the Style File. We'll be right back.
Podcasts by Federated Media.